and welcome back to the Big Ten Student U Indiana Basketball Show. I'm Lexi Vennetti, and he's Bruckman. Now, February has officially ended, which means we are in the best time of the year, where the madness is back. Before we get into March, though, IU just hit the road on Sunday and almost walked away with a win against Illinois, but ultimately came up short, falling 67-66. The Hoosiers came out with the loss, but this game was a completely different team than the team that they played against Purdue. They improved on their rebounding, they improved on their free throws, and overall, they had the drive. But in the end, these small mistakes, like missed frees, could have cost them the game.
Yeah, frankly, Lexi, I mean, this team put themselves in a great position to win this game. I mean, the hustle, the effort was evident in the way the Hoosiers played throughout the duration of this one in Illinois. And frankly, it was the shooting that really kept them in this game. 8 of 16 from three-point land, 50%. I mean, this is a team that has shot 32% from the three this year. But one big thing I look to is Devontae Green, who struggled in this one, 3 for 11 from the floor. In his last 5, he's 13 of 51, just 25% from the floor. So not being able to get him going really affected their offense and wasn't able to get a spark going, but still managed to stay in it until TJD towards the end of the game missed a couple of big free throws down the stretch, and the team never really was able to kind of regather themselves and come back in that situation.
All right, like you said, Indiana took advantage of rebounds and performed better than Illinois, who was out-rebounding opponents by 8.9 a game. They went 39 and 31 in rebounds against dominant U of ID. Now, Indiana will face off with Minnesota on Wednesday and Wisconsin on Saturday. Earlier this season, IU lost to Wisconsin and beat Minnesota, but these wins are crucial for the program heading into the tournament.
Yeah, with this 67-66 loss on the road, fortunately enough for the Hoosiers, they won't have to play any more road games, just 2-8 on the road this season. Those final 2 games against Minnesota and Wisconsin will be at Assembly Hall. This team sits at 18-11 overall, 8-10 in conference. That actually puts them tied for 10th with Purdue. But because Purdue has beat the Hoosiers 2 times this season, they own the tiebreaker. That'll make that. That'll put the Hoosiers in the 11th spot, which will force them to play a play-in game in the Big Ten tournament. And frankly, that's a position that normally you'd think the Hoosiers wouldn't want to be in, but I kind of like them in that position. I think that this gives them a chance to gain confidence if they do end up having to be in that position. It means because they lost against Wisconsin and Minnesota. And frankly, their ability to just stay with what makes them successful will be able to kind of carry them throughout that tournament as the NCAA tournament approaches.
Right, and this Illinois loss hurts their chances of playing anywhere but the bottom 4, so Indiana will need to step it up and secure these home wins.
And that'll be all for us today. For Lexi Vennetti, I'm Bruckman. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.